Good evening, race fans. We are live and we will be live every Wednesday night here for the Crooked Line Racing Wednesday night 1987 Retro Series presented by none other than thebuttkicker.com. Super excited to be here tonight. These cars are a blast on the super speedways and they are a handful on these what we call cookie cutter intermediate tracks. They can be a blast here too, but tire wear tonight is going to come into play. I'm joined by my duo. We did so many Thursday night races together, then we stopped. Well, guess what? We're back, and he is back again. Jason Raymond, how you doing tonight, son?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Excited to be back up here. It's been a while. I know I called half of a street stock race with you, get back in the flow of things, but we're back here full time, ready to call some action and have some more fun, just like Thursday nights. Just a throwback here. Throwback cars, throwback broadcast. There we go. Perfect.
I'm working on a throwback ticker, so it's going to be, we're going to try to go throwback, but for right now, the best I can do, I can have the handlebar mustache, maybe something like that, maybe grow a mullet. But we are retro racing, fellas.
You got the broadcast on FiveKings tonight?
This is some of the most difficult cars to drive on the service. I don't know why I still have chat going. I hear Chris Carroll talking to me. I gotta fix that really quick. That's not very professional, I guess.
It is all good. Hey, you're getting back in the swing of things.
Absolutely.
Broadcasting, yeah. It's
as we see right here, something a little different. We're open qual, and we actually got a good friend of the series who actually pulled the race one down. We're riding cockpit shotgun with him right now. Mr. Steven Johnson, you are live in the broadcast booth. Do you have a copy, sir?
Make sure your crash helmets are current because this is a handful to drive right now.
I bet. So coming into 3 and 4 right here, what are you feeling? I see you're really working that wheel, trying to get that car to settle down to the bottom.
It's just so much horsepower, no grip. I'm really struggling to get the car to turn in. We're flying right here. Like enter turn 1, it's kind of like turn in and pray that it's going to stick, and that time it did, and then there it goes off of 2.
So that's what I'm saying. Do you think that's going to be a problem all night? That off of 2 and off of 4, car just wants to get light and unload. Good save, by the way. Heck of a save.
That thing right there. Look at that save, man.
What a save, brother. But
it's just getting the tires warmed up.
Right. So, Steven, I know it is open qualifying in this series. We do that as kind of a, I don't know, a gimmick, we'll call it. I don't know. It was fun on super speedways. I noticed you went out kind of solo. Was that by design, or did you just kind of miss the pack?
Are you talking about for qualifying here or last week?
Yeah, qualifying here, because I just noticed you don't really have draft help, and I don't know what draft's going to be like tonight. That's why I'm asking.
I'm just trying to get as much downforce in the corners as possible. I'm not worried about the straightaway speed as much. Like I said, I'm a quarter second off the pace right now, so I'm probably not the right person to ask.
Hey, but you won last week, all right? You muscled that #1 Hot Wheels machine up to the front, won the thing. You started on the pole too, I believe, right?
I was somewhere up in the front, I think.
Yeah, just somewhere, right? But Steven, you have been a monster in all these races, and I know last Wednesday was your first official Crooked Line win, so congratulations on that. Talk me through that a little bit. How did the end of that race feel? Was it pretty chaotic for you?
Well, I mean, I was by myself for the last 15 laps or so, but I ended up running the entire race on the same left side of tires. I'd never changed the left side tires. So just because of how tire strategy played out, I ended up never being able to change them. So I was kind of just holding on. Like the right sides felt good, the left sides are definitely worn out.
So I remember talking to you after the race. So newsflash, I was a racer last week, and I was running 4th or 5th at the time. And Steven Johnson's on 2 tires, with 2 of the tires being super, super old, and he was just walking away from the field. So I think he may have found some type of strategy in these cars. Do you think that'll carry over into the night, or you think pretty much you want 4 or none?
I feel like here it's going to be 4 tires, and really it's tire management, taking care of the equipment, trying to make it to the checker flag. At least with Daytona you can kind of get spread out, but here it's you're going to be all over top of each other.
Right on. Well, Steven Johnson, I want to thank you for sticking with us and showing up. I cannot tell you how much we appreciate that. Started out as a co-promotion deal, and co-promotion it wasn't. So we'll still do it. We'll get to it and do it and get through it, right? That's what we do. So thank you, Steven Johnson, and good luck tonight, buddy. Finishing in the top 3. We'll be talking to you again, buddy.
Looking forward to it.
Absolutely, boss. Alrighty, Mr. Jason Raymond. We have about 2 minutes or so left in open qual. About a minute and a half. Who we want to talk to? Find us somebody to talk to.
You know who we should talk to? Where is he at? Talk to Shellbell, your guy.
Let's pull up old Mr. Shellbell.
Oh, I tried to just pull him up through iRacing. That's not really
I
gonna work.
got you. I get him up here.
If you could also too share your screen for me, boss.
Mr. Jeff Shell, you are live in FiveKings Network booth with myself and Jason Raymond. How's it going tonight, boss?
Oh, it's going good. The car is going to be fantastic, I believe, if I don't burn the right rear off of it.
So, Shell, you're currently sitting P3 if you look at the qualifying standing. So, the 55 is looking strong out here. What's the game plan going into tonight? As we got about a minute left in open qual. I'm not trying to bother you, but I'm trying to bother you. What's the game plan?
No, it's all right. Game plan's tire conservation and let these young bucks go up there and just burn them up, hopefully.
So, with the math that we did earlier, you were one of the go-to guys, you and Chase Pierce, that we kind of figured out the tires, how many we needed. I think y'all have 3 sets in the pits, 1 on the car, so that's going to equal out to 4 sets. Do you think it's best to go 25 laps on each set, or are you going to try to stretch that out a little bit, maybe have a fresher set towards the end versus the competition?
Well, I'd like to ideally have a fresher set, of course, but, cautions, that kind of stuff's going to dictate it, and I'm really hoping we get at least a caution or 2 for caution flag pit stops. I don't want to do green flag stops.
Oh, absolutely, when it comes to these brakes. Well, all right then, Jeff Shell. It's been good talking to you. Good luck. And I also want to send a huge shout out to Jerry from Top Hat Comics. I heard you're a fellow racer, and we love our racers. So, Jerry, Top Hat Comics, we gladly know that you watch us, and we appreciate it. Hope you have a good night, buddy. Jeff Shell, good luck to you, brother. I'm excited to have you in Crooked Line. You're a stand-up guy, and I like you, man. Good job on the racing so far. You're fairly new to iRacing, but you've been digging, son. So good luck to you, buddy.
Hey, thanks, Tanner Moore. We appreciate you, man.
Absolutely, my buddy. Shell Bell. That's Shell right there. And the number 55. He'll be starting, I think, P3 if I saw correctly, but that could have been wrong. As we're getting ready to get fired up and get to the starting grid. Small field, but it don't matter. The action is always intense and packed here on the FiveKings Motorsports YouTube page is where we're at tonight, live and in living color. As Jason Raymond, it's a small field. I'm going to give you the honors.
Oh, boy. I haven't done this in a long time. We got the honors here. All right. We'll go through the lineup here as they're starting to grid and get ready for 100 laps of intense racing action, handful of racing action, I should say. Putting it on the pole, familiar face actually up on the pole, Chase Pierce in the number 17 machine with Jeff Ward in the number 5, newcomer to his outside. Starting in P3, just talked to him. Very high hopes for tonight. Very fast. First win's coming soon. Jeff Shell on the 55 machine with Jeff Clifton in the 51, starting his outside in P4. Just talked to him also a while ago. Last week's winner, Steven Johnson, the number 1 Hot Wheels machine, will round out the top 5 with Larry Bell in the 43, starting 6th. Keith Taylor in the 07 from Checkmate Racing will start 7th with Aiden Young in the number 9, starting 8th place. EJ Marshall in the 16 machine for TJ George Esports will start 9th with Chummy Miller in the 06, Mark Miller in the 06, starting 10th. Jeffrey Miller in the 79 machine will be starting in the 11th position with Chris Carroll starting 12th.
As we're getting ready to get these boys fired up and rolled off. Good job with that, Raymond. I'm proud of you, son.
I remember last time the talks about energetic.
I know.
Got it.
And now we have our post hitter, Mr. Familiar Face, the kid, the young gun himself, Chase Pierce. You were live in the booth. You got a copy, brother.
Yeah, I got you.
I noticed the pace was almost the same as what we were pulling in practice earlier. What'd you qualify on pole with? I can't even remember. It was like a 31.66 something, I believe.
693.
Was that in the draft when you were out there? Was you out there with your team?
Yeah, Shell gave me a draft there, but I had the pole with a 722 before that.
Oh, you're just Mr. Do-It-All, huh? Mr. Fancy.
We just wanted to put the icing on the cake.
Right. So
What kind of icing?
He probably
Question.
likes vanilla, if I had to guess.
All chocolate.
My guy. My mom always asks me what kind of cake I want for my birthday. I'm 30 years old and I still get a cake. Judge me, I don't care. She
Oh,
always
dude, cake's the best. What do you mean?
she always asks what kind of cake you want. It's chocolate with it's chocolate icing with the yellow cake part or whatever. Fire.
Ooh.
Fire. But Chase, you're rolling right here on the grid right now. Is it 1 to green or 2 to green?
It is 1 to green.
I want to ask you the strategy real quick before we get you going, brother. First start's on green, remember that.
Alrighty.
What's the strategy tonight?
Well, I'm trying to get some practice for tomorrow, so probably tire saving, if I'm being honest.
Oh, you're just using us for practice? I got you. Cool.
Wow.
A little bit, but I'm also here to win, you know. But
He's so ugly. He's ugly, guys. Ugly. Chase Pierce, you're getting ready to fire off. Good luck to you, brother, and the number 17 Top Hat Comics. Old Jerry from Top Hats, glad to see you watching. And Chase, good luck to you, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you. Alrighty, as we're getting ready, it's getting close to time. Green flag racing. As these drivers got to wait in line until that green flag flies. And guys, we have the choose cone tonight. Y'all just wait till you see that. As they are off, and it looks like nobody moved from where they started. Everybody's just kind of chilling. And now, Raymond, something we haven't talked about. Shifting in these cars. We're 1987 style racing, so the tires are terrible, and the transmission's even worse.
Yeah, definitely is. It's like the street stocks, but worse. You got to make sure you're fully off throttle, fully clutched in, and if you don't, you're gonna get back on the gas and bang off the chip, and then that's not very healthy.
We see Zach Coyer, Chris Carroll doing a little battle as, whoa, I've seen a lot of people. That red paint that we're seeing down there, that's grass, folks. And I've seen a lot of people do that. They're doing their best Dale Earnhardt impersonation with the pass in the grass, if you know what I mean. But your top three are pretty much set in stone. Jeffrey Clifton.
One in the wall.
Oh, who's in the wall? Give me a name.
I think Larry Bell brushed up against the wall. No harm, no foul there. Just brushed up against it. Hopefully, I mean, these cars are tanks.
Yeah,
honest,
oh my
so
gosh, bro.
Right.
If you only flip 19 times, you're good. If you flip at 20,
you'll fire that right back. A
Yeah,
little
yeah.
buff out, man. You roll into pit road, and they're like, all right, you got 2 seconds of damage.
Yep. Now, if you flip 20 times, you might be donezo, but 19 times, you are perfectly content. As you're seeing a lot of the drivers just kind of hold the bottom, just basically minding their business. But I do see a couple drivers trying to step out and get underneath somebody. As Raymond, we've run this track a few times. I was thinking it was going to be a high side track, but these boys were wrapping the bottom right on the blue line.
Yeah, I've personally never done it with these cars, but I know in the trucks and stuff, the outside's actually kind of useful with the runs you get off corner exit, but I've never done it with these cars, and maybe it's not as crazy down low on the bottom. Got the apron to kind of, well, not help you, but if you start spinning, it's going to kind of try to straighten you back out.
We're riding actually on board with Fairdale, Kentucky's very finest. Got another Kentucky representative in here. I didn't even know it. Jeff Ward, brand new to the series, running P2, and look at him. He is working that wheel. Feeds it all the way out to the wall. You look at that draft. He's able to suck right up to the 17. I've been watching these two battle, and I know we're only, 3-4 laps in it. I think Ward is kind of pacing Chase Pierce right now, kind of forcing Pierce to use his equipment up more than he wants, because I've seen Pierce kind of step to the side a little bit where he's getting loose, and I feel like Ward's just kind of playing head games with the kid right now.
Yeah, he's definitely making Chase work for it, as Clifton back there is lurking too, so if these two get to start battling, Clifton should be able to get up there and make it a three-way battle.
I pause. Where in the world is he from? Yadkinville, North Carolina. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yadkin.
Wait, hold up a second. Weren't we just talking to him earlier and he said he's from New York?
Yeah, but I don't think he changed. I think it's recent. I don't think he's lived up very long. I think.
Gotcha.
I think.
Yadkinville, North Carolina. That just sounds like.
Yeah, I would have said I was from
small, tiny little town, dude.
Yeah, yeah. No stoplight, no stop sign, nothing. I would have said I was from freaking Charlotte. You know, I wouldn't put Yadkinville. But Jeff Clifton, MP3 up a spot. And now Jeff Shell, we talked to him. This dude, he's pretty new to iRacing. He's an older cat. And he said over time, he sim raced for a long time. And then he kind of got out of it. But he feels like he's lost something. And you notice it, we were talking earlier, you notice it with guys like Kevin Harvick Heck, even Dale Earnhardt, late in their career, as you get older, you lose something. I don't know if it's reaction time.
It's got to be reaction time or something, because
I
I
don't-
do notice that.
I
It
don't-
is definitely noticeable with real life and on here too. You hit a certain age or a certain time of racing.
It's like stuff
in
happens
your
too
career.
fast enough
Yeah.
for you. And Shelbell said today, he said on these restarts, when we got people diving 3 wide, 4 wide, he said the racing didn't used to be like that. And it happened so fast for him that his restarts is what he needs to pick up on. Restarts and pit stops. So hopefully that 55 can put the whole race together, because I'll be honest, I'm supposed to be unbiased up here in the booth. I want to see that 55 make it to
Caution is
victory
out on
lane.
the racetrack. I'm sorry. Caution
Oh,
is
we
out
have
on the
a
racetrack.
yellow on the speedway. Zach Coyer was really stout last week. Let's see what happens to Zach here as we go back on the BAM Racing videos replay.
Out of turn 2 down the backstretch.
That's a good looking car.
He pulls down low. Drifts up.
But
Oh.
watch this. I don't know exactly what happened, but I think I know exactly what happened, if that makes sense. Let's show you something here. Watch
One
this.
of two things I feel like you're going to say here.
Well, can't see it right there, of course. Why is it not doing it? It sparks out, right? So you know that means he's dragging the ground. And when this car, yeah, you saw it right there.
Out, yeah.
He bottoms
bottomed
out. And it upsets that car. It just changes the balance of how the car is going to react. He gets down in that corner, does nothing but push up, and that 31 machine is cooked. I mean, signed, sealed, delivered. Send it to the junk shop or the junk
Hey,
yard.
man, it will buff out. Just like
No,
we were talking
look,
about
he
earlier,
had to
but
tow. That car was dead. That car was.
Yeah, I was gonna say while he was, I thought he was gonna be able to roll away.
I heard the motor.
Like a street stock. It looked like a street stock right there.
It
That bottomed
did.
out like that.
It did. And let's see
He
those
got some-
Shell Bells. There you go, Shell Bell, Steven Johnson, Larry Bell, Aiden Young, Chris Carroll, and Chummy Miller, and Chris Clark and Zach Coyer's trying to make it to pit road. He's currently on the tow truck. He just don't show us that. As look at that 91 machine. That's a good little throwback machine. I can't say
It
that
is.
really though, because I bet Chase painted that. So if Chase painted it, it's ugly. If anybody else painted it, Chris Clark, you got the best paint scheme in the business.
While we're under caution here, real quick, I want to give a shout out to all the guys over in chat. We got 10 viewers right now.
Oh,
We're
nice.
cooking. We got Steven Langdon saying good luck to everyone tonight. Run hard. And Steven, my question to you is, where are you at, my guy? And then we got Nate Mayhew, my buddy, says sup dudes.
Sup, dude.
Uh,
Sup, dude.
Sup dudes.
Sup, dude.
Brian Zimmerman, USA Firearm, said send it boys, and then he said age ... please.
I'm not exactly sure what he's referring to. Zimmy, let us know.
When
what
we
you
were
mean.
talking about Shell Bell, how he said he feel like he lost something. We weren't sure if it's age or if it's.
Right.
I think that's what he like.
Yeah,
that's what
he's
talking
saying like, yeah, please. I ain't
Then we
losing
got
it.
Steven Langdon over here. He said Yad, then like dash Kin Dashville. So he's trying to, English class, pronounce it out for us. Yadkinville.
He said he's in race team 5. Pull him up. Well, you want to be in the broadcast booth? Well, your wish is my command, Mr. Bad Mike.
Mr. Bad Mike.
Oh, Stephen Langdon, you are live in the broadcast booth, my son. If you watch my screen, you can call the action with us.
What's up, buddy? What's up?
Oh, you're going to be a little louder than that, though.
Whoa. Did he get a new mic? Is my question.
Talk to me, Stephen. Let me hear you, boss.
Is that any better?
Hey, I mean, we're getting there. We are getting there, indeed.
Oh,
Talk again? No, you shut
where'd
up,
he
Raymond.
go? He moved. Hold on. He's back. All right, he's back.
Stephen, what are you doing? You're making us look like a clown show over here.
It's okay. My mouse jumped on me, but I'm here now and I'm ready to party.
There we go. Mr. Southern Signs of NC in the building.
What's up, guys? I hate I missed the race tonight. This 30 minutes forward threw me off.
Man, I got you a whole paint scheme all set, ready to go. It should be in your messages there, too, so you could get that for next week. Looking good.
I look forward to being out there, man. I messed up last week and missed jumping in the new league, and then this week I forgot all about the 30-minute earlier race time, and it just threw me off. But next week I'll be in there.
Right on. That's for the ones that don't know, if you watch Monday nights on OSR Network, this man drives around. Or no, it's Saturday nights right here on FiveKings Motorsports YouTube page. Saturday nights, he runs around in a OnlyFans street stock. But we got a little news on the way that we haven't announced yet, and that's going to change. And I'll just say he's going to have butt kickers somewhere on his car and a few other things. And just be on the lookout because something is in the works behind the scenes. But guys, we are 12 laps into this. Chase Pierce started on the pole. Jeff Ward started outside pole. And that's how they're running right now. So I'm wondering, is this going to be a track position race? But I say that and I see there is people like Chummy Miller. He's up 4 spots since they hit the grid. Steven Johnson's only up 2 spots. But you got that one car starting P3. That's pretty scary because we know how fast Steven Johnson is everywhere, no matter where you go. That was the point where weren't y'all supposed to talk? Just saying.
I'm sorry, I was handling some racing control stuff in chat over there.
Okay. Oh, Juice Cone. I forgot all about that. That is why the lineup is a little different. So that's hard to broadcast with. We got to pay attention to that because I don't know when they go 2 to green. So is there a way you can tell when they go 2 to green, Raymond?
No, unless I hear it over chat, which is very possible. I will monitor that for us.
Can you tell like one of them to tell us when we're 2 to green? Tell you when we're 2 to green? No, don't do it right. Don't do it right now. Do it when they go on the car.
No, I'm sure I'll hear it. They call it out anyway.
All right, as we are back underway, and Chase Pierce launches like a rocket. As look, the 5 car's barely in the picture anymore, and whoa! So it looked like Jeff Ward was going to try to throw a block right there, but was not able to make it stick. As I'm making sure I'm live, I am live. As those boys are racing right there, and I see some racing going on in the back of the pack. Stephen Langdon, you've drove these cars, but I don't know if you ever drove in a track like this, have you?
No, I've never. I've done a lot of driving at Talladega and Daytona on
these,
but
we
I've
have.
never drove at Charlotte.
Yeah, we have.
These cars are a totally different animal. As you see them, they're driving through that grass, Raymond, as if it is pavement. They are cutting that corner as much as they can because it don't upset the car at all. Like, you can just drive through there without a problem. And it don't give you an off track. But, yeah, Steven, these cars are complete animals on this track. They are so tight. Well, look, we'll jump on board with Steven Johnson. He's trying to actually make this pass for second place. He's on the inside of Jeff Ward right now. And we're going to see if the 5 can get the momentum on the high side or not here. 1 down low to the quarter panel. Up to the number. He is right there with him. See if he goes to the grass right here. Clips it a little bit. I'm telling you, that's going to be the theme all night. But look at the run. The 5 gets on the outside off turn number 4. But look, we're going to jump on board. I'm sorry. We got excited right there with Steven Johnson. Now, Steven Johnson's usually one of the most smoothest cats with the wheel. I want you to see how much he's turning that wheel and cranking that wheel, Langdon. And like I've told you when I'm trying to help you, the more you turn that wheel, the worse it is. But watch this. Okay, he's barely turning it. Go back to somebody else.
Chris Carroll.
Everybody's kind of, I think they may have figured it out. Because boy, oh boy, I was cranking that son of a gun earlier.
Is that your fire suit right there? All the pink, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, who is that? Is that Larry Bell?
That is Chris Clark.
Chris Clark, okay. He's got the blue roll bars throwing me off.
Now, I want to update something. Now, remember, Larry Bell got into the wall earlier, you said.
Yeah. I believe so.
I don't see...
Is there a little scratch there? No. I mean, if he didn't, he definitely scraped it. I mean, he may not have hit it hard, but he definitely...
Okay. Well, he's down 5 spots, so I was wondering, but he also pitted. And I don't know the fuel range neither. That kind of stinks, because I was supposed to know it, and I forgot it. But I'm going to ask you first, Langdon. You've been watching the broadcast. Are you watching my stream right now? So can you see all the action right now?
Yeah, I'm watching your stream now.
Are you watching it, like, through Discord?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because if you watch the stream, obviously, it's a few seconds behind. So, Langdon, I'm going to ask you. You've watched some of this race. Who is your pick tonight if you had to pick a driver to win this race?
That's a hard one to say, man. There's a lot of talent out there. I mean, you know, Chase Pierce is a heck of a racer, man. I mean, he can run a car. He maybe not the cleanest racer, but it takes all kinds out there, man. I mean, you want people like that. You want,
right? Absolutely.
That's what makes a race. So, I think Chase stands a good chance. He's out there. I think pit strategy will play a lot into tonight. 4 sets of tires. That's a lot of tires. So I don't think tires will truly be an issue. It's just how they play out in the pits. I saw Carroll starting in the back. I think he stands a good a chance as any to drive through and work his way up. The choose cone plays a huge effect.
Absolutely,
man.
absolutely. It changes the race.
Yeah, and if you run 100 laps clean, then the choose cone kind of goes out the window, and it really comes down to driving at that point, I think. But, towards the end, I think you'll see some people start fighting it out. You'll see a couple cautions, and it would be nothing for a man to come from 11th to 3rd place quickly in 2 or 3 cautions with the choose cone. So it's really up in the air.
Steven, I think you're going to be my broadcast partner. I like you, buddy. I like you. You're very, very, very in depth, but you don't go too inside baseball. I like that. So, but you didn't tell me who's your pick though. You kind of skated around it. You got to pick one, Mr. Johnson, or Mr. Langdon. Sorry.
I really think. I don't know, man. It's hard. Hard.
I know. It's far enough. Pick me somebody. As we're a quarter away into this event, just pick somebody off the top of your head.
I think Carroll would probably be my choice, honestly. He runs these cars really well.
You pick Chris Carroll. I don't know if Carroll can put down a qual lap, to be honest. That's why he started in the back. And he's up 4 spots, so he is moving right now. Jason Raymond, who's your pick tonight, brother?
I'm going to be honest. I've been watching that 5 car.
Oh.
Was that your pick?
Every time, brother. It never fails. It never fails.
Ford, league newcomer. He seems super strong. He kind of lost a little bit there on the restart, but look at him now. He's right back up behind Chase Briscoe for the lead.
He is
to the
stalking
outside right now.
To the outside, and I think that's where you got to make the pass right here. It's going to be tough, right? It's going to be hard to get up there, get the momentum you need, and get to his quarter panel to get to the outside. But I don't know if Chase Briscoe are going to give up at bottom, right? I mean, Chase Pierce is stout, so your pick's Jeff Ward?
Yep.
I'm going to go with Mr. Steven Johnson as a back-to-back winner. That's their Daytona winner, and my God, did he win. I finished 6th, and I think he was 27 seconds ahead of me. So, there you have it. So, Stephen Langdon in the booth has Chris Carroll, which is a very, very stout pick, obviously. I mean, you throw a dartboard and hit Chris Carroll as your race winner, you're going to be happy with that pitch. Then, of course, I got Mr. Stephen T. Johnson in the 1 Hot Wheels machine. And then, of course, Jason Raymond stole my pick once again with the number 5 of Jeff Ward.
Man, you really got to start going before me, man, because it's every time, dude.
Every time. I swear to God, every time on Thursday you did it, every time here you did it.
Same with paint schemes, too.
Right. Right. As we can get that rolling here momentarily. We'll call the race for a little bit, but we will do the best paint scheme of the night and see what's cracking out there. But look, we have a battle for the race lead right now as Ward's going to the inside. I don't know if Chase is just voluntarily letting him by or if this run Ward had in the 5 machine is enough, but that Chevy Monte Carlo just blazes right by that Buick.
I definitely think
Chevy power, baby.
Oh, Raymond, shut up.
I definitely think Chase lost a little bit of time there going around that outside wall, and I think that allowed Ward to get by. But that's a hard pass to make whenever you lose that air and you start battling for that position.
Absolutely, Steven. Very good point. But there we see it. The 5 car makes the pass. I have to wonder because I turned so many laps with Pierce today trying to see if this setup would work or not. I wonder if he's just saving tires because you said 4 tires is a lot. Steven, we almost gave him like 5 or 6. That's how bad tire wear was tonight. After 10 laps, I was down to 79% on the right rear.
And I think it won't be long you'll start seeing that ice skating effect come into a play if they keep going green.
Right. You know what I'm expecting? Blowouts. Right front blowouts. We had it on Saturday night in the street stocks, and I would compare these tires to the street stock tires. I mean, they're not identical, right? They're different tires. But the street stock tires, they wear out quick, and when they wear out, they wear out. Ask Jason Raymond. He blew a tire. I think he blew 2 tires, actually.
I was fixing to say I never blew a tire Saturday night. I had probably the worst possible pit strategy that night. Finished the night horrible, but I finished the night. But I know Raymond blew out a tire right after I came past him on the backstretch. I think it was like lap 40 something, wasn't it, Raymond?
It was after the first stop. I came out with a 66% right front. I was like, all right, we're just gonna send it. Next caution, I'll take him. Well, unfortunately, that caution never came, and I ate the turn 3 fence. So look at this. So we saw the 5 car, Jeff Ward, get past Chase, and man, he's putting a little bit of gap on it now. He's starting to drive away at lap 28 here, a little bit over a quarter of the way through this one, and he seems to have the pace right now. He's pretty quick, man.
It seems to be hard to call, but it makes one wonder what happened. Did Chase slow down? Did Jeff step up? You know, what exactly is going on? Because that plays a big factor into tire wear.
Yeah.
As we're 30 laps into this event, y'all, and these front 2 have not pitted. Now, the other group has pitted, but nobody had a very long stop. Now, I say that, but Keith Taylor had a 22-second stop. Jeff Shell had a 20-second stop. I'm wondering if that was tires or if that was damage repair.
I saw Jeff Shell. I saw his right side go up, so I might have taken right side tires, but I definitely saw the right side of his car go up when he pit.
So, O'Shell Bell that races at Top Hat Comics. Now, I know you see Top Hat. It keeps showing up on the screen. The reason why that is, we have some drivers in here that is sponsored by Top Hat, and I said, hey, we'll share the love here. I love promoting. I'm a shameless promoter, and we got a good little battle shaping out right here for the 5th place spot.
5 cars for the 5th place spot. It's pretty perfect. As we got look at that, 3 different lanes right behind Shellbell. We got the very high side, the middle, and the bottom all at the same time. It's pretty cool to see when drivers are choosing different lanes and seeing that it's actually working for them.
Absolutely. I mean, you look at the top 4, they're all kind of spaced out. They got like that comfortable little bit of room between them. These 5 right here, throw a blanket over them, folks.
These guys are really close right now. One mistake from one driver, and it could be very bad for all 5 of them.
One mistake, and you're junking 5 cars. And now Jeff Clifton is in this pack. He qualified 4th, and remember, he ran P3 for the longest time to stay right up. Whoa, we got a little bobble. The orange car of Keith Taylor, high side Keith Taylor. Little bobble right there, and you saw it. Car started scattering, looking like a spider web, but they got it all sorted out.
Spider web, nice. That's a new one.
I'm not sure, Tanner. You said you were out in practice earlier today.
Yes, sir.
How's the side draft on these cars? I know certain tracks, they definitely act different,
it didn't feel like it was there, and I thought about that. And even the front force draft, like when we're watching Carroll right here behind Shell Bell, I couldn't tell really a difference. And pace-wise, my laps wasn't no faster in the draft. So I think you're faster miles per hour-wise, but I think the dirty air in the corners is really, really affecting how the car handles. But these guys are not pushing up much. But back to the original question of side draft, I don't think it exists on these cars. It might, but it didn't feel like it here. At Talladega, sure, but here, I don't know. It was weird.
We got your favorite
Jeff Ward down pit lane for the first time tonight. EJ Marshall down pit lane. So, whoa, we have a pit strategy call coming right here. This is race changing right here. Look at them brake rollers. They are glowing bright on that number 5 on the front right. I wonder if the backs are glowing. It does not look like it. That tells me he was hard on the brakes to get into pit road. Let's keep an eye on that number 5 machine, as I'm expecting 4 Mr. Feelgoods to get put on his car. The right side's up.
Goes up.
Let's see about EJ Miller or
Right
EJ Marshall.
again.
Right side's up.
Left side's going up to.
Left sides are up too on the Exxon machine. What about old EJ and the Exxon machine? Oh, we got teammates right here.
Very positive. No, different channels.
Okay, they both decided to pit, and they both got. Oh no, that's Exxon, and the other one's Exxon. Sorry, I'm a retard. I'm dumb. As your new race leader, Aiden Young has got up there and taking it from Chase Pierce. So I think
he's going to be coming down pit road here. I heard the call out over the radio. See what his strategy is.
See if he can get the car slowed down.
Out of the corner.
These
brakes on this car are not very good.
They're terrible. They're little rotors. They are awful. They do not slow the car down whatsoever. I expect some driver to push the limit tonight and 1, get a speeding penalty, or 2, spin the car out.
Or both at the same time.
Or both at the same time. As you see, his rotors are blowing. Oh, I'm hearing carnage on the track. I was hearing metal on metal loud. I don't see anything, though. I mean, I was... Sir?
We saw with the first 2 that pit, taking 4 tires whenever you come out, you're going to come out a lap down. Wonder how that's going to play in. Is everybody going to take 4, or do you think we have some that only take the 2 right sides and keep running?
I feel like if you take 2 sides, you're gambling, right? And that's what it is. It's a gamble.
If it's a late race, I'd take 2.
But
Like,
in only 10 laps, Steven, in 10 laps, the pace difference was almost a second and a half already. So these guys are turning. It's actually kind of plateaued. They're about a second and a half off pace right now. So you lose about a second and a half when on fresh tires versus old tires. So you see the 5 right here, slicing and
Burn it
dicing his
up.
way. I mean, entered on the high side, passed through the pie, and said, you know what, 31, I'll take you down low. But shout out to Zach Coyer for coming back after we saw his car just get destroyed. Wooden Row had a tow. I'm a poet, didn't know it. So now, Steven, my question to you is, Aiden Young pitted on lap 9. We saw them guys go 33 to 35 33 to 35 laps. If you're Aiden Young, you're losing a lot of time right now to those fresh tires, but you do have that 1 lap buffer. Is it about time for you to go in and take tires now, or do you just ride it out?
I almost think you've got to stay out for a lap or 2 just to see how things play out. He can't see the rest of the field,
Right.
Who knows what's going on? So I mean, do you ride it? I think I would ride it out for a lap or 2, see what happens. If nothing comes out, then I think you've got to make the call to go ahead and pit.
Exactly, 'cause I mean, you're losing so much time. Last time by, Chase Pierce with a 32.11 compared to Aiden Young's 33.47, 33.36 at times. So not terrible, right? Not terrible. About a second off pace. We see Larry Bell, 43 machine coming down pit road. So not terrible, a second off pace. But that second adds up because you got to go down pit road too. It's not like you're done pitting. You still got to pit too. So you're losing a second each lap, and you're going to lose 14 seconds when you hit the pit road at least. Or 52 seconds when you hit pit road at least.
That's when you've got to make sure you're on your P's and Q's hitting that pit road and making sure you're not overspeed, because a black flag could change everything at that point.
Absolutely. And I'm going to pull up the side ticker just so we can see who's a lap down and stuff like that. So right now, Chase Pierce is a lap down. If a caution was to fall, Pierce would be the lucky dog unless Larry Bell here goes a lap down. But Marshall just got by him, and he's falling. So right now, Aiden Young, Steven Johnson, Shelby, Carroll, they want a caution, I believe. Give me a caution. Let me pit under caution. You're going to lose track position, but you're not going to lose anything else. And who knows? You might not lose track position, Steven, because they might come back in and take fuel as well, as we see Chummy Miller on pit road. But go ahead. Sorry, I interrupt you a lot.
I was going to say, you see Young falling off to Johnson now. Johnson's up at first, and you can only think that those tires are starting to go. So let's see when he makes the call.
Absolutely. And I want to say, fans, I interrupt a lot. I'm talkative, but there's a delay when I hear them start to talk and me talk. So it's not that I try to talk over them, but it just happens. We see Shelby going down pit road, bringing the 55 down pit road as well. As I think we're getting ready to see a busy pit road. And
Definitely.
It's scary in these cars. Go ahead, Raymond.
Yeah, it is. Even at Daytona last week, if you didn't brake as soon as you were exiting turn 4, you weren't making pit road. These brakes are terrible, and they lock up really easy. So you really got to be careful with how you get on pit road. I think Chris Carroll, no, he just looked really slow for some reason. That was just a really weird camera angle. And in chat, real quick, just another chat update on the chat guy. Your favorite Tanner, Mama Raymond, said, "It's nice to hear you guys together again. Now make me laugh."
You know, Mama Raymond, it's nice to see you. And maybe not being together with Raymond, but if I was together with another Raymond, girl. We were talking about you earlier, too. I missed you, girl. Glad to see you. Hope you're doing well. And I heard good things about your husband. I hope it continues, and I'm proud of him if you can spread the message. Good job.
Quick update again, sorry.
Okay.
Nate Mayhew said going for the number 9 tonight. Take that checkered, buddy.
Oh, he's going for Aiden Young, and we do.
Yeah,
sorry, I interrupt. But we have a very busy pit road. We see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars coming down pit road. As Keith Taylor high side coming. Oh no, never mind. Sorry, I thought he maybe had a penalty. So very, very busy pit road as we were talking about Mama Raymond right then. Absolutely, you're welcome, girlie. I missed you. I hope all is well with you. And I
Or
hope you.
tire call possibly for Clifton here.
Oh, it has to be. And Miss Mama Raymond, I hope you enjoyed seeing Jason Raymond at Stafford out on track. I know it's something y'all wanted to see, and it's going to get better. I believe in the kid, but don't tell him I said that.
No, yeah, I can't hear you or anything.
Dang it. As now, look, this guy has really shaken up the entire field. Chris Clark is the lone man out front. Everybody else is pitted. Chris Clark is the one driver that has not pitted on this run. So this 91, I think he's just wanting a caution. If he was to get a caution right now, he looks like a genius. I mean, he looks like he played chess while everybody else played checkers on the whole field. Stephen Langdon, what do you think?
I'm not really sure, man. I'm not sure about the guy. I don't know who he is. That's it's bad for me to try to say anything, but it's an interesting strategy if there is a strategy being played.
Right. I mean, if a caution doesn't come out, he's lost a lot of time. I mean, a lot of time, right? As Zach Corder's also going down pit road. Zach has had a fairly rough night.
So he's going to park it, I think. Just stopped in pit stall number 30.
Yeah, don't think it's your stall there, boss. All right.
Yeah.
Well, Zach,
He loaded it up.
I appreciate you coming. And Zimmy, if you're Brian Zimmerman, USAFirearms.com, I hope you're still in here because I appreciate your support in that other Discord, which you said. It warms my heart. It's crazy how it worked out, but you know me, I'm not going to let anything fail. I won't ever. I'll step in. And kudos to Raymond for stepping in and helping me. And Stephen Langdon up in the booth tonight, too. That's pretty awesome. So that's a pretty cool deal. So it is what it is. But thank you for that.
We got Mama Raymond says it was nerve-wracking, but so proud of him. Just held my breath for 20 laps. LOL. She probably didn't breathe, to be honest. She was probably sitting there just holding her breath, like she said.
Jason, was it Monday? It was Monday or Tuesday night, I think. You said you had already found 2 or 3 cars that you were planning to go look at to buy. Was that right?
I wish. I got some people that have talked to me about it. I just got
it,
my
man.
main thing now is finding a place to keep them.
That's definitely a challenge in itself. I've race mini stocks, and I've got one in my barn, and half of my barn's full of parts and pieces. It's not just the car that you got to find storage for; it's everything that comes with the car.
Yeah, and all the stuff you break.
Yeah.
As we see right here, sorry to change the subject, but man, oh man, it has cycled, and it's crazy how the pit cycle works. Because normally, guys, you have a big shakeup, right? Well, this time you got Chase Pierce out front, Jeff Ford, Steven Johnson, Aiden Young. That's how they were running 30 laps ago before they went in.
Yeah, I feel like if you wait too long to pit, like you said earlier, it's just hurting you because the fresh tires, they're so much quicker. And I've made that mistake multiple times, pitting later, trying to wait for the caution, and it just doesn't benefit you at all. It makes it worse, and you see Chase Pierce use that to his advantage.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of short. Have to go in early. But these races, when you're going like this and they're looking like it's going to be a green flag stint, a long run, and that's what we're currently on. I mean, the cautions are very, very few and far between. And when you stay out like that hoping for a caution, that's usually when you don't get them. Oh, Chummy Miller.
Rolling down the track.
Chummy Miller is completely destroyed. Going to come back up on the track is the 46. He's going to try to get it down low. If he can't get his machine stopped, we're going to have a caution on the speedway as he is now off the track. I'll be honest, I kind of wanted a caution there. Let's go back and see what happened to Chummy Miller.
He has no right front tire. His right front tire is completely ripped off.
We just got up there and completely pancaked the wall. Car pushes, and boom. Boom goes dynamite. That's all she wrote for Chummy Miller. Tough break.
If you go into his cockpit, man, I bet you can see he's got that wheel cranked, and there's just nothing he can do. And that's what you have to deal with trying to drive these cars.
As we're actually going to pull up Mr. Mark Miller, Chummy Miller. Mark Miller, you are live in the booth. You got a copy, brother?
I got you, man.
Well, Mark, first off, before we even talk about the race, I told Steven Johnson this. I'm going to tell you this. Thank you for for sticking to your word and coming out and racing with us. It was supposed to be co-promotion. You see, it's only us promoting. You and Steven Johnson, though, holding the banner up. So I salute you for that, Mark Miller. Thank you, my son. But right then, brother, you just took a wild ride, got in there really hot. Or not really. I mean, you entered the corner normal, got in the middle of the corner normal, and then the exit, she just didn't want to turn. Talk me through what happened right then, brother.
Well, I did a black box look. Never do that
Oh,
in that area.
I got you.
And then all of a sudden I went to do a turn, and yeah, she got a little front end happy, and you know how it goes. It just happens.
But basically, what you're saying is you looked down at that box, lost a little bit of focus, and boom, went to dynamite.
Oh yeah, and she enjoyed herself.
Well, Mark Miller, I tell you what, I enjoy you, brother. I'm glad to see you out here. I hope you have fun. I know you got a good lasagna waiting on you. I'm kind of jealous about that. I can't lie, but thank you, brother, for coming out here tonight with us. I appreciate it more than you know.
Yep, going back out there and doing some more.
Hey, you're a soldier, and I appreciate that. Thank you, Mark Miller, for sticking it out with us. I appreciate it more than you'll ever know, brother. I promise.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, Mark. Thank you. That was Mark Miller right there. Had to hype him up a little bit, but folks, I don't know if you can tell or not. I'm not exactly happy with how everything went down. And I'll be just straightforward with you. We started this as what was going to be two leagues coming together. Wasn't my idea, but I was on board with it. My plate is already completely full with FiveKings stuff, and then race stuff, and then all these leagues. But I said, sure, I would do it. Now look, lo and behold, it's only Crooked Line out here, but we'll make it work. Put it on Tanner's shoulders, and it won't fail. I promise. I won't let it. As you see right here, something else won't fail. Chase Pierce has checked out on the field. 3.5 seconds ahead of Jeff Ward right now is the number 17.
He's definitely moving now. He turned the speed dial up a little bit. Maybe he was just saving earlier, trying to play little mind tricks with everybody, but he isn't saving anything right now as he is driving away from the field.
Absolutely just pulling away from him. As now the gap, actually, let's take that back. Gap is down to 342, so Jeff Ward is a little quicker than Chase right now. As I had the hiccups, that's pretty professional. Let's go on.
You'll gather it eventually.
Yeah. We'll get it there eventually. Let's jump on board. He can see Chase Pierce up there, so if you can see the rabbit, it's a whole lot easier to chase him, I do believe. So if you look far ahead right there, you can see the Top Hat Comics machine. But man, oh man, it's a little ant up there compared to these cars. Look how far ahead he is. But boys, looking at the lap times, he is catching him.
Seems to have a decent pace on long run compared to Chase. Chase fires off super quick. We saw it in the first.
And everything he does, he fires off super quick and then falls back. Yeah. But he's getting better about it. The kid is getting better about it. The kid's becoming fast. I know he's going to watch his back and he's going to smile. He's going to do his little laugh. But the kid is getting fast. He's aggressive. You heard Langdon. Langdon came out. That's why I like Langdon. He's straight to the point. He said he was kind of dirty. And although I would never say that, he said that, and I applaud him for saying that. There was a time where Chase Pierce has been put on promotion or probation and everything in here, because he was a little rough around the edges. But the kid's cleaned it up. And you see what happens when he has a car that's not all beat up. That kid gets to the front. Langdon, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here watching Pierce run, man. I mean, he's got a good run going on. He really does. It's definitely different watching Pierce run whenever he's leading a race and whenever he's fighting through traffic. But overall, I mean, I've never had a problem with him. Now, I don't know that we've ever spoke a word to each other. I enjoy watching him race, though. He's good at what he does. He runs hard, and like I say, that's what the sport takes, man.
So with Chase Pierce, I've said this before. If he wasn't first, he could run a race, right? And I truly felt like that. But on the flip side of that, he just races hard, right? You can't fault somebody just for racing hard. But it just sucks whenever it was getting to the point where other people's cars were getting tore up. And we're talking multiple cars, 4 or 5 cars. And I had to pull him aside and talk to him, right? And I think he has gotten better. He's still going to be aggressive, right? And that's just who he is, right? He's quick. He knows he's quick, so he's going to try to use that. And I mean, he's proven it now. But Jeff Ward has brought it underneath 3 seconds. I wish we would have a caution to put these two back up against each other. And Steven Johnson, because fastest car on the track at last time by was Steven T. Johnson.
Yeah, I mean, sorry,
Go-
go ahead.
Still looking at 37 laps left, guys. You know, there's a lot that can happen in 37 laps. Even without a caution, that 3-second gap can be closed pretty quick, as we've seen just how quick it's gone from 3.5 down to 3. So it'll be interesting to see how this all pans out.
It's actually, Jeff Ford going to play the strategy call. It is about time for them to pit for Chase Pierce. Remember, they pitted about 10 laps before the field pitted. Now, look, if you're part of the field, I know you pitted only 20 laps ago, but I think I'd get on strategy with them right here. If I seen the leaders pit, I'm coming down pit road right now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we always say when we're racing, once that first car pits, they break the ice, right? You kind of have to.
Absolutely.
Look at that. I think, oh my God, is he sideways right now?
Who?
It looked like Steven Johnson was sideways, drifting that corner as he's manhandling that car.
Pretty loose. That did look pretty loose right there.
Gonna go on board with him here. Let's go through turn 1 and 2. Look at him having to fight that. He doesn't seem too bad, but that last time 2, 3, and 4, he looked pretty loose, as we're gonna see here. Look at on corner entry, he's having to fight that car a lot to get it to settle down and get to the bottom. There it is again. It slips up a little bit in the center of 3 and 4 for the second lap in a row.
It's a hard one for me to call, not driving this track and knowing the field, but you can definitely tell that it does look like it's trying to get loose coming out, and I think a lot of that's going to be in tires. And again, like Tanner said, the first car is pitted. You saw Ward pit, and now we've got to see how does it play out, because those new tires are going to make a huge difference.
So Steven Johnson is a very smart racer, and I'm curious to see. I'm really watching him, and I'm watching Aiden Young and Chris Carroll and Chase Pierce. And that's not a knock on anybody else, but they're veterans, right? They've done this for years now. So I'm curious to see what they're going to do.
And thinking about it, they pit there. They can go about 30 to 35 laps on fuel, so you would be good from here. So it's definitely could have been the race-winning move by Jeff Ford right there to pit that early.
Got her second one coming in.
Bringing it down pit road. Number 16 machine.
The 16 of EJ Marshall has had a kind of quiet night, but he's ran steady all night in the top 10, so that's a good race for Mr. EJ here.
Tanner, can you bring that side ticker back up so we can keep up with the
We
pits?
got Aiden Young from Dalton, New Hampshire.
That's up in your neck of the woods.
Look
Look how beautiful he is.
I'll be in New Hampshire on Sunday.
And speaking of which, shout out to all the first responders. As you see, he is a firefighter. We salute you, my guy. They say heroes only wear capes, and I promise you that uniform right there proves you not all heroes wear capes. So, Aiden Young, we salute you as Chase Pierce is now down pit road.
Most definitely. A lot of respect for all public service, military, fire, EMS, everything. Police,
Absolutely.
everything.
Absolutely. Here at FiveKings Motorsports, I'm not going to get political with it, but I promise you, we support the men in blue. We support all of that. They're the real heroes. I think it's kind of crazy. Basketball players make tens of millions of dollars, and our police people are just barely getting by. I wish it was the other way around, because you boys and girls are the real heroes.
So we saw the right side of Chase's car coming up. You just almost wonder at this, and I think he only took right side.
I think so. I clicked away really fast.
Let's look at that, though. That might be the race for the lead right there, as Jeff Ward just passes Chase Pierce as Chase is coming off the road.
That's where he short pitted him just by a few laps. Jeff Ward pitted on 63. Chase Pierce pitted 5 laps later. And I'm telling you, boys, we saw it right there with Steven Johnson getting just passed by E.J. Marshall, Mark Miller. They're just blowing his doors off, especially E.J. Marshall. Mark Miller's actually been out there for about 10 extra laps.
You know, we've seen Chase lead a lot of this race, and one thing you've got to think about now with only taking right side tires, he has a totally different race car than what he's been running for the past 70 laps until those tires start to even back in.
Very
true.
The balance. The balance.
Yep. When you take right side tires, usually you're going to get pretty loose for the first couple of laps, so it's definitely something to keep an eye on and see if he gets a little sideways at points. He seems to be pretty steady right now. Doesn't seem to really look any different as he has been, as he's locked to that blue line down on the apron. As we got Larry Bell down pit road.
Larry Bell get 4 new tires, and it's watch out racetrack, because that is a loose cannon right there, loose cannon Bell.
I love old Bell, buddy. If you're in front of him, he's gonna hit you. It's a joke, by the way. Larry Bell is one of the
between all of us.
Yeah. Bell is actually one of the calmest dudes ever. He was getting legitly cussed out one night, and his response was, "Okay, just okay, like whatever." Larry Bell, he's one.
He's a silent. He's a very silent racer.
He's like a fart. He's silent but deadly.
Yeah, man. He'll let you know how he feels.
Steven Johnson. Steven Johnson staying out 73 laps in. He is still out. He pitted on lap 43. According to Raymond's, I would say redneck calculations, but he's more of a Yankee. But we'll say my redneck calculations, you can only go about 35 laps. So he is entering the window, no doubt. And you know Steven, he's a veteran. He's running sim racing apps or something like that. So
yeah, he's got it all. He's got a whole...
Yeah, so he knows the fuel calculations and stuff like that. So I'm just wondering with this strategy, I'll be honest here, boys. I'm gonna tell you how it is. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. You got Chase Pierce. Pierce is not even a lap down at this point. Pierce is on the lead lap, and they have pitted. They're done. Like they are done for the race. They are good to go to the end.
As we got Taylor down on pit road.
Eyeside Keith Taylor. Look at that picture. Him and his little boy in a sea full of iRacing bad butts just trying to make a splash. Keith Taylor, hey, look at him. High side Taylor, thank you for that, my son. Orange City, Florida represent. And that's a cool picture, my guy. Thank you. That's awesome. I'm glad I saw it. I like seeing that. Good job. That's a father right there. Thank you, buddy. If that's your son or your nephew or whatever, that's awesome. I'm a softie, buddy. I can't help it.
I just heard Steven Johnson call out he was pitting this time by, so later pit stop compared to the other guys, but we'll see how what his approach here is as Shell Bell down on pit road as well.
Can I make a request to you, Raymond?
I guess so.
He's my Shell Bell. You don't call him Shell Bell.
You see, I got it stuck in my head, bro.
Right. I said it like twice, brother, and it just stuck.
It really did.
You've said it like 20 times tonight.
Right, yeah.
Steven.
He's Shell Bell.
It doesn't matter what's going on. If we're racing and Shell is in it, Shell Bell is going to be said.
I like the guy.
At least.
I like that guy, man. He's he's very, very new to iRacing and very new to Crooked Line Racing. But he's like Jeffrey Clifton and you. Well, you're new to Crooked Line Racing. But if I put up a race, don't matter what it is, right? It can be dirt, sprint cars. Y'all show up. And I've said it all along. I'm going to keep doing this as long as y'all show up. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of hassle. But as long as y'all keep doing what you're doing, showing up, I'll keep doing what I'm doing. So I appreciate that.
Shout out to you, Tanner. I think I can say that.
Oh, caution is out on the racetrack.
No,
that is not good.
As Steven was about to.
We'll pause the kudos and let's see what happened.
Man, oh man, I was getting ready to get my flowers too, and then EJ Marshall with the spin. Let's go back on the Bam Racing Videos Wreckage Replay and find out what happened. I've clicked it 4 times and it won't come up. I've clicked it 6 times, it won't come up.
Well, wait, let's get those kudos go. Oh, never mind.
There we go. It only took like 7 hard clicks. Like at that point, I was getting mad. EJ Marshall in the 16 right here. Now he has pitted already, so like Steven said, fresh tires. I wonder if this is like just getting the product of getting loose.
Snapped on him.
Just snapped on him right there.
They didn't hit the wall or anything, locked it down. But
so we've seen a lot of cars spin like that and never bring out a caution. I'm very curious about that.
So I think a lot of it, now I don't know about that blue line, but a lot of it's, with the car that was passing him, and if you're in the grass below the yellow line, iRacing deems that you're out of bounds at that point.
Right. I think so, and that's what I'm saying. That was a weird time for the caution to actually fall, but I've seen, Steven, and you'll find out as we go on here, you can see like a multi-car, we're talking 6-7 cars piled up at South Boston with no caution. That's Raymond. We've seen it. It's just, It's insane. But then you see one car spin off the track right there, and it's like, oh yeah, throw it, put it out. Which I'm glad they put it out because That just shook this race up. And choose cone, boys, choose cone. And Chase Pierce went back down pit road. So I think
Jeff Ward.
I think he just. Oh, sorry. I think he just used his last set of tires. I want to talk to Chris Carroll here though, because he's been quiet this race, and we know Chris Carroll don't stay quiet in a race long. So, Raymond, I'll give you the honors.
All right, Chris Carroll. This is Jason, Tanner, and Steven up in the FiveKings booth. You got a copy?
I got a copy, Jason Raymond.
So you got in here late. Probably fell asleep waiting for the race to open, but you've been pretty quiet tonight. You're usually up front making everybody go a lap down or something, but you're pretty quiet tonight, hanging out in the top 5. What's the plan for the rest of the race? You think you got something for these guys?
I think everybody's got something for these guys. I think we're on fresh rubber, and I think they got some laps on their tires. I think a few of us are going to go by him. I was actually helping a buddy of mine, Andrew Kell, on getting him hooked up on iRacing, so got in here a little late. I just got my third monitor hooked up. I'd lent him my cord, so I think we can do something here. I'm not sure which one of the guys on our strategy is going to have the upper hand, but I think we played the right strategy to get here, Jason.
Yeah, it's very interesting. As we just saw some people elect to pit right there again and take some more tires. So definitely a difference in tires throughout the field. It's going to be something to watch here as we're coming to. We're going to be about 20 to go when we go back green flag racing, and we'll be here calling the action, enjoying our time up in the booth, and hopefully we'll be talking to you again at the end.
Man, hopefully we got something for him here. We got an extra set in the bank, so.
Carol, before I send you out, I hate that I didn't get the opportunity to race with you guys tonight, but we've got a little thing going on up here in the booth. We've all got a driver, and one of us is riding with you to pit road, man. So show us what you got.
10-4. I got a feeling that's you, so I'll do everything I can.
Yeah, I mean, didn't make it obvious.
I mean, he did.
We're rooting you on from the booth, man. No bias up here, but I caught it from the back, and we'll see what happens. We've seen a lot of interesting strategies tonight. So, like you said, and then this choose cone at 20 to go, man. It's going to change everything. Good luck, guys.
Thanks, sir. I appreciate that. I'll do everything I can for you.
Is this the choose cone right here, boys?
Yep, choose cone right now as Chris Carroll's back down on his team. And let's see what we've got here. Larry Bell chooses the inside. Larry Bell is actually down.
I had it too far back. He's getting away around.
There we go. All right, so it's going to be Aiden Young starting on the inside with Jeff Clifton going to be on the outside of the first row.
No, I can't tell what Clifton's doing.
Now he's changing.
You might need to go on there and tell him he needs to be high side. Was he riding high side?
He was.
If
I'm gonna
go make the call right now.
We got it. Hold up.
No, that's bull crap. No, sir. That's not how this works. I don't have voice chat. Jeffrey Clifton goes to the high side on the outside.
There we go.
Yeah,
he was. It was telling him to stay to the inside, so he's trying to obey iRacing, but then they corrected it saying it's choose cone. You were definitely on the outside, so we are all set now.
All right, good deal.
One thing for the viewers to remember, man, this choose cone's new to everybody. iRacing doesn't do it. iRacing tells you where to line up, so it does cause a bit of confusion until everybody gets used to it, but it's a fantastic thing to watch.
I mean, it takes these races, flips it over, and puts it on its head because you never know what's going to come out. We have Aiden Young leading this thing. Now, the two that's dominated this race is we're getting ready to go back green. Chase Pierce in 6th, Jeff Ward in 7th. That's going to make things super interesting, guys. We're getting ready to fire off. Field's in the hands of Aiden Young in the number 9 as he gets a great launch off. Is anybody going to miss any gears here? These freaking transmissions are terrible. I'm telling you, they are terrible. That's why I almost said what I said, because I've missed so many gears in these cars.
I think Clifton might have missed one. You saw a big backup.
Big checkup on the high side. You are correct. Look at these guys blazing down through there. As I almost covered for my slip up right there until Raymond started laughing like a kid. Langdon, I'm sorry you didn't. I'm glad you didn't. Thank you.
It's only because I have push to talk. I was laughing.
Oh, we have a wreck. I think Chris Clark went around, but no caution. I gotta pull it. I don't want to pull it up because we have a battle for the race lead right now.
Yeah, we got Steven Johnson to the inside of Aiden Young.
This is going to be a
file for the first 2 rows.
This is going to be a battle. We are now under 20 to go. 19 laps to go around this famous, the home of what? Stock car racing. It says it on the wall. America's home for racing. America's home for racing,
yep.
And that it is.
Coca-Cola 600.
Absolutely. Steven Johnson, you can tell us. You live down around this area. You know.
Langdon.
Or yeah, I call you Johnson every time. Langdon, brother, Charlotte, that area, racetracks everywhere, huh? North Carolina, really, racetracks everywhere.
Oh, that's race capital of the world, man. You've got Hendricks, you've got Dale Earnhardt.
You got all the shops, like all the NASCAR shops, right?
Everybody's down here, man, and I'm still a good bit of ways from it. I'm about 3 hours away.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, Johnson with a big wiggle on the low side, and shout out to Aiden Young holding it on the high side. We haven't seen many do that. Now we saw a little bit of a battle, and now I also want to talk to you here. The 2 that was on the outside, Jeffrey Cliff and Aiden Young, they are now on the inside. The 2 that was on the inside, Chris Carroll, Johnson, they are now on the high side. Now look right back here, in fifth place. Chase Pierce is just waiting. He's like, sort it out, boys, because Daddy's coming. Even though he's not Daddy, because he's only 11.
You see Chase coming on in, but Clifton's getting loose there, I think.
Yeah, a little bit of a bobble. I caught it outside my eye. You're very good at this, Langdon. Very good at it. Raymond, you are too. I like both of you guys.
Wow, first time I heard that out of Tanner's mouth. Jeez.
I don't like you as a person, either one of y'all, but just calling the races with y'all. Like, we're 16 to go. I'm thinking the high side's coming in as Aiden Young is walking the field right now. Completely. Oh, I hear metal on metal.
Oh, metal on metal. That's never a good sign.
Yeah, that's never good when you hear metal. But nobody's really. I don't know. All right.
Could have just been a little side-by-side scrape there, but I wanted to touch on something real quick. You said the racing capital of the world with all the race shops. That's definitely somewhere I want to go. And if you're a race fan, you definitely got to go to North Carolina and everything and check out all the race shops. Oh, it's Aiden Young bobbles. But all the race shops, you got famous short tracks. You got Charlotte. You got a big 1.5-mile race tracks, dirt tracks. Definitely a place to check out if you're a race fan.
I want to touch on something really quick. This is very important. A very important storyline. Aiden Young and Chris Carroll, they raced in the Saturday night truck series we used to have. And Aiden Young would always run super good in that series, but Chris Carroll would always win the race. You see, Clifton, get underneath Chris Carroll. I know Aiden Young is watching that mirror. If there's one guy out here he wants to beat, and not because he dislikes the guy, nothing like that. When you race, you find somebody you want to beat. Normally, that's Chris Carroll because he's normally the winner, right? So, I promise you, Aiden Young is looking in that mirror and sees that 18 here tonight right there behind him. But you better not overlook that 17 because he just passed Clifton on the high side. Jeffrey Clifton got loose a little bit. That's allowed the one of Johnson to get to his outside. And Chase Pierce said, see you later. Hold my beer because here I come. As this is awesome racing, guys. Awesome racing. I love these 87s.
Yeah, man, when we first started racing...
Oh, good job, boys. Way to talk over each other.
It's easy to do.
It's impossible not to do, not sitting together. It's impossible. As Jeff Ward, real big bobble.
When we started Steven
Johnson,
oh my God.
That's going to get tight there. The pass in the grass. The pass in the grass. Dale Earnhardt style. Jeff Ward's going to get 2 of them right here. My God, what a move, Mr. Ward. You see the fire coming out the exhaust pipe. This is some racing right here. You'll catch it every Wednesday night because we do what we say we're going to do. FiveKings Motorsports YouTube. Every single night as they're getting tight, they're getting pushy now. This is when
it's
stuff.
It's go time, and they're trying to get every position.
Absolutely,
it's go time.
Absolutely.
Hold back anymore.
You can't hold back anymore. You got 12 laps to go around this famous track, 1.5 miles. It's going to take about 32 seconds around this track. It sounds like a lot, but I promise you, you blink, you might miss it. So keep your eyes peeled right here and hit that thumbs up button for us. It helps us out a ton. Thank you. We appreciate it. We appreciate all the sponsors as we got a battle going on right here. And notice these two, Chase Pierce, Chris Carroll. They're not fans of each other at all.
They're on blocks. Look at that block. Yeah, Chris Carroll. Now Chase Pierce is like, all right, you want to block me? I'm going to the outside then.
They are not fans of each other at all. I expect fireworks to transpire right here. As Chris Carroll is not going to give him a lot of room, going to kind of wash up. Notice nobody else has done that. You do that because you get a rivalry with somebody, you kind of just lose focus. You don't care what happens. You want to slow them down, right?
You want to keep them behind you at all costs. And
exactly.
That's what's happening right now.
You forget. You don't even pay attention to what's happening out the windshield.
What you might see here is more of a points battle, 10 laps to
Absolutely.
go and racing too wide like that. That gives Aiden a chance to step out because it's going to slow them down.
Absolutely. So this is only the second race of the season, but I promise you, every single point matters. That position he just got, Chase Pierce, that's another point. And I promise you, it adds up. Ask Raymond. He's finished second like 3 times. Finished third this time.
Ward sneaking underneath Carroll there.
Yeah, I think Carroll is kind of falling back a little bit. I thought he was going to be a contender and be super strong. You can't say he's saving tires because, I mean, saving's out the window now. We're not saving anymore.
Oh, that was out the window 20 laps ago.
Right.
But yeah, talking about, Carroll down on the apron.
Oh, good save. Oh, it's going to come up right in front of the...
Back up on the
Contact.
Oh, my goodness. And you know what, Carroll, that was an impressive save. He had no control of that car. People would say, why would he come up in the track like that? He legit
didn't have control.
It was Jesus take the wheel at that moment. He had no control. As you see a great battle right there between Johnson and Clifton. They are side by side, door to door. A little side draft accident. Don't look now, but here comes Shellbell as well. Said it again. I know you love it. As Jerry from Top Hat Comics, hope you're watching, tuning in. We salute you, my sir. Like 72 years old, still racing, grinding, getting at it. We love to hear it. We are race fans here as well. As Johnson's going to try to make the high side work. We have seen the high side work. That's what's crazy. It just seems like some drivers can do it, some can't.
Oh, look at the battle for the lead. Hold on. What did we miss?
Here's second and third place, not even a 10th off of the leader there.
Now, it looks like Aiden is showing the high side right here. Aiden a little slow on entry. Let's see if he can make it up in the middle of the corner. Washing up the track a little bit. He needs to kind of push them up right here. He can't just let them come up. He can't give them no elbow room right now. As we're 7 laps to go, who's going to lead the lap? Chase Pierce got the lap. Now that's a points for leading the most laps too, and I'm sure Chase Pierce has that. Jeff Ward, he's had a quiet night in second place, riding with Chase Pierce all night, as he has a run right now. Almost took it 3 wide. And I'm telling you, Chris Carroll back there in 4th. He's just saying, boys, have at it. Y'all go do what you got to do, but please just let me through. Man, I'm a poet and didn't know it.
Yeah, dude, you got the rhymes going.
I did used to kind of do a rock rap style deal in not a band but a group. So yeah, I guess so.
There you go.
But when I say rap, I'm not talking about we were slinging weed and slinging drugs. No, nothing like that. Nothing like that. As Ward
off every corner,
every single yes.
Early.
But look who's coming.
Huge run.
Look who's coming.
Like,
he wasn't even.
Big Diesel. Burn, burn.
Yeah. Man wasn't even in the picture a while ago. Got loose, saved it, almost killed Steven Johnson and Clifton. They were probably cussing him at that moment. But they don't see the big picture, right? As he is there. Oh, Chase Pierce through the grass. Contact for the lead. Chase Pierce going through the grass. Is that going to be a caution? Will that bring out a caution? Chase Pierce down in the grass. If anything's a caution, that needs to be, and it's not going to be a caution. I'm going to say shaking my head. Jeff Ward, I don't know. I guarantee there's going to be some mad, hurt feelings about that.
We'll see some messages in Discord.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know laps are winding down, but we got to watch this right here. Watch the run Ward gets off corner exit. I think Chase Pierce kind of washed up, lifted a little bit, stay off the wall, and look here. Ward said, we're 6 laps to go. I'm not cutting no more brakes. And around...
Chase Pierce got actually kind of lucky right there. Sorry to cut you off, but normally when you get sideways and backwards like that in these cars, you're flipping over.
Yeah, but he didn't get lucky at all, brother. He went 1st to 9th. It don't matter.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he didn't destroy the car. He keeps going.
Yeah, but he's not taking that car home. He is mad right now. He is fuming, and you know what? I would have to say I believe the kid because it sucks. But Jeff Ward, with the Dale Earnhardt style move, put a 3 on the side of that black car. The Intimidator is out here. Jeff Ward, the Intimidator.
Yeah, 2 to go. The popsicle sticks are up in the air.
As we are almost concluded with this. Raymond, are we playing 2K after this? No, man, I'm tired. I gotta go to bed.
Pretty much, man. We'll play tomorrow.
All right, so we're playing 1 game after this. I got you.
No.
Just such a freaking puss.
Hey, man. I haven't even seen my parents today. My mom just got home from work when the broadcast started. I just got to go see her for a bit before I go to bed.
About 10 minutes you can see her. You can talk to her to ask her about her day, and I'll be waiting because I'm going to get Big Diesel. Burn, burn, as we are 1 lap to go. Barney Fife with the white flag up in the air. Controversy, fireworks, but no caution. Stephen Langdon, what are your takes on that move? I mean, we're 6 laps to go, and that happens, too. Talk to me.
I think Chase slowed down in front of him, man, and I just don't think he could afford to give up that speed. I mean, it's hard to say, not knowing exactly what he did, if he did lift or didn't lift. But
I mean, it's just basically
you've got to run, man. It's every
right.
man for themselves at that point.
6 laps to go, and we say it all the time, wins are hard to come by, brother. I mean, they're hard to come by. When they're right there in your grip, you got to grab them. Jeff Ward, reach up, grab that brass ring. Race winner number 2 of the season, Jeff Ward, newcomer to the series. He might be wanting to watch. We may see some rivalries start happening, but it don't matter because Jeff Ward wins here tonight at Charlotte Motor Speedway. So let's see where we go next week. Next week we're heading to...
Next week, it looks like we got Talladega. For
Going to Dega. That's not true. We're going to be 80 laps. Going back to a plate track, Talladega, baby. So that's going to be interesting. That's a wild card race right there. But we're going to see Mr. Ward probably burn it down right here. He should be pretty excited as he's just going to park on the start-finish line. And Chase Pierce going to come up there and show him, dude, I'm not happy with that. And you know what? I applaud him. You know what I'm going to do? Something I never, ever do. We're going to talk to Chase Pierce first because I know the fans want to hear from him. Chase Pierce, you're live in the booth. Do you have a copy?
Yeah.
Chase, man, I know you're not happy about that. If you watch it back, it may change your opinion. It may not. But like I said, nobody's going to be happy when you go from 1st to 9th leading the race. Talk me through what happened on your side of things, how you felt about it out your windshield.
I mean, I ran a little high there off of 2. And, I mean, he had a run, but he chose not to lift. If he did, it wasn't enough. And I just got drove through is what I feel like.
I mean, it is what it is, right? I can't really say much more than what you just said, but I am going to ask you this, and I'm not throwing stones or whatever. I'm asking a legit question as a broadcaster. If you was in that position, do you lift out? I mean, it's hard to do when you got that win right there in your hand, right? Do you take care of that guy in front of you, or do you say, man, I got to do what's best for my team?
By the looks,
it's tough, huh?
Well, it looks to me, I'm looking at the replay now, it looks to me like he has a lane to go low.
Time out 1 second. Time out. Let me, look, we're going to pull it up, and I'm going to, if you can you watch my screen real quick?
Yeah.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
So we're going to watch it. We'll go slow-mo, and you talk me through right here what's going on and what's happening, because it does look like you're pushing up. I caught it as if you were starting to push up to the wall, and you kind of lifted out a little bit. Maybe not all the way, but you know what I mean, kind of burst the throttle. Talk me through it.
Yeah, I mean, I was off the gas trying not to get it in the wall. I wasn't completely off of it, but I was off of it more than I would have. And, I mean, he had momentum, but, I mean, it's 5 to go, not last lap. He could have lifted a little bit.
But right here, you notice he can't really go down, right? I mean, going down isn't an option really at this point. I wish I could get a better picture, but we'll go cockpit with him and just see, just to see. I know we normally don't do this, but that's a big change right there. I mean, just kind of got you just little. I thought it was worse than that. It was just a hit more than anything. But Chase, I hate that it happened, brother, because I know how bad you want to win. You have that desire in you. So I'm going to say good race, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you next week.
Yeah, I hope so. Sucks. We got one of ours in the hospital right now, Kyler Staley. Wanted to go win it for him tonight, but...
I'm out. I know Kyler. What's wrong with Kyler? Talk to me real quick.
He's got some virus mixed with diabetes. He's in the ICU.
Well, he commented on the stream a while ago. So, Kyler, if you're out there, prayers for you. Keep Kyler Staley's name in your prayers, please. He'll need it. Chase, thank you for that, brother, and I hope all goes well. And I'm sorry it happened tonight. Good luck next week. I'm sure we'll be talking to you, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
All right, that was Chase Pierce, the race leader all night. Third place man, Mr. Chris Carroll, is up in the booth now. Stephen Langdon, you have the honors.
Chris, tell us what happened, man. What happened? We saw a good battle at the end, but talk us through it.
Yeah, I messed up and I clipped the apron. I apologize to the one car. I think I ruined his shot to win there. We were going at it pretty good, and that's the first time I'd got near that apron, and boy, did it get sideways. So I tried to bide my time and get back up there, but it was my mistake there, and it cost me a bunch of spots and a shot at the win.
Well, it happens, man. How'd the car handle at the end? How'd the tires play out in this car? We talked about that a lot in the broadcast booth, and I think a couple of the guys ran practice with you and said that the tires were less than thrilling on this car.
Yeah, I took the first run to try and learn to run the car. I never really quite figured it out. I was trying different things, and I think on the second run I did a better job there of doing what I was supposed to do. And I think by the third long run, I think I'd have had something for him. But the short run at the end, I'd never really run the car hard yet. And I think I hurt the tires early trying to get around. I'm not sure who it was there. I think it was Clifton. And I think it hurt me there. I think the guys that knew what they were doing on the run had figured out how to make those tires work. So I think I hurt myself, and then I hit the apron and basically killed it all. But you live and learn. I mean, I didn't get much practice in there. So my friend get hooked up with iRacing, and we did it last minute and jumped in there. So I'm pretty happy with where I finished.
Carol, I'm gonna jump in right. Sorry, Lane. Sorry, I'm gonna jump in right here and say we all thought you were asleep. I was calling you, panicking, asking where you was because I needed my Carol in here. Choose cone tonight, Carol. Did it affect the race? Did it change how the race was at all to you?
Not to me. I think I probably should have finished third or fourth. I don't think it affected my race. I tried to run the top there, and there just seemed, I mean, I hadn't run up there before, and there wasn't much there. So for me, it didn't affect too much. I'm sure for other guys, it changed the running order and where they would have been.
Right. Well, Carol, who we got to thank for that number? Well, you came in as number 18 tonight. I need you to fix that, boss. I got you set as number 99. I don't know what happened there. But who we got to thank for the car you got out there tonight, the 18?
You know, I always got to thank Zinni at USAFirearms.com. I got to thank Larry Bell and all the boys at the Pit Lizard Boys. And also got to thank you guys for putting on the broadcast. And my folks are watching. They're always out there watching. So I'm sure the old boy wasn't too happy tonight watching me stink up the show. But
think of the show.
That watches.
Think of the man, you got in here.
Nothing for him.
You got in here, Chris, during qualifying, brother. You didn't turn one single lap of practice. You brought that machine home third. That's a pretty good points night considering you wasn't here for the most of it. So I'm going to say if you stunk up the show, congratulations because, man, oh, man, it can't be stinking too bad, brother.
I got lucky to finish third there. I don't know. I saw it looked like the second place guy run over the first place guy there, and it
kind of got into it. I mean, if you watch it at that point, I mean, I don't know if I can lift out for him either, to be honest. I don't know. It's hard to tell, but it is what it is. Jeff Ward brought it home, and it won't have an asterisk next to it. You know, you look back on this race, and Jeff Ward is the winner no matter what. But, Chris, good race tonight. Came in with very little practice. I'm sure this season we'll be talking to you a lot. Surely to God this one don't turn into the Chris Carroll show is all I'm saying.
We'll see what happens here. I don't know if after that race, I don't know if I got these cars figured out. It might take me a few races like the street stocks.
You'll be all right, brother. Well, congratulations on the podium finish, buddy. And
thanks, sir.
I'm sure we'll be talking to you next week at Dega.
Thanks for all the time you put out for us, Tanner. We appreciate it, man.
Absolutely, brother. All right, let's get our second place runner up here. I want to take the honors on this guy because he tries to poke and pry me. He always talks about how Carroll wins, and then this man gets up there, runs away from the field, uses up his tires slightly, but still battled, fought, did not let these guys get away from him, and brought it home P2. A firefighter, we salute all our first responders. We've already talked about this race. Without any further ado, Aiden Young, you are in the booth. You got a copy, sir?
I got you, Tanner.
So, Aiden, going back a little bit, let's rewind back maybe 15 laps. You were almost totally checked out on the field. What happened? Did the pace just fall off because of tires, or were those guys just maybe faster on the long run?
Yeah, I don't really know. They might have been faster, but I might have used up my tires a little bit too much, but oh well.
Are you, well, that's a good response. Are you excited for the second place, or do you wish you could have got that one extra spot, brother?
Yeah, I'd rather head first, but we always deal with what we get. And I dealt with the cards that I had.
And you know what? That number 9 car is clean. I don't know if it has a scrape on it. Did you ever get into the wall or anything tonight?
Never hit a thing.
Well, that's unlike you. You should have hit everything out here, including the concession stand, Aiden. Well, Aiden, for real, we went super long here tonight. Who we got to thank for the number 9 tonight? Good looking car, too, by the way.
I just thought, gotta thank you for broadcasting on Cool Ray as always and Young Gun Creations.
Well, Aiden, thank you, buddy. Thank you for coming out. I know you're a dirt guy. You're kind of an asphalt guy. Thank you for coming out. I hope we see you every Wednesday night from here on out, buddy.
Hopefully I can make them.
All right, buddy. We'll be here. All right, guys. We went super long, and I'll be honest. I've been up since today was kind of a late day. About 6:30, I woke up. But I'm tired. I'm ready to get this over with. But Jeff Ward, fireworks at the end. A controversial move, maybe, but it don't matter. Like I said, you look back on the record book, your race winner tonight is Jeff Ward, a fellow Kentuckian. Jeff, before they start talking, I'm from Bowling Green, Smiths Grove, Kentucky, actually, so cool to see a fellow Kentuckian in here. And Jason Raymond, it's all you.
Jeff Ward, this is Jason up in the FiveKings Network booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
So, league newcomer in here. You came out, fired off super strong, and you and Chase seem to just be the class of the field. I mean, between the both of you, I feel like you led the most laps. There were some other leaders thrown in throughout there with pit cycling and everything. And that last green flag pit stop, you short pit them. You came out with a lead. Well, would have been the lead, but the caution came out. Take me through your race there and your thoughts as you were coming down for the final 5 laps.
Yeah, man. First of all, I apologize to Chase. I hate to win one. It sucks when you win one like that because
Absolutely. I feel you. I understand.
you don't really know what to do, you know. But yeah, we'll take the win, get out of here, and he's gonna owe us one for sure. He just I thought he was gonna block low, so I was gonna keep my run up high, and he just kind of stayed there, and we just turned him. I mean, that's pretty much all there was to it. And we had saved so much tire that was pretty much running over them guys when we got there, and just couldn't do nothing with it once we got there. But we'll take it, get out of here, man. And yeah, we just kind of didn't know what to do on pit stops all night. We got beat on the first stop there pretty bad by Chase, and so I thought I'd do right sides because I remember in the past that right sides do pretty good here. So that kind of worked. Got some track position back, and then we just kind of rode it out from there until that caution came out, and then that really mixed things up. But yeah, we had a good race, man. It felt good to come out here for the first time and compete with these guys, and hopefully we can do it again next week.
Yeah, definitely came out here first time, like you said, fired off strong. Good showing for that number 5 Exxon machine. Good way to start your season here. I mean, you didn't miss much, second race in, so definitely could be a contender for the points there as we get longer throughout the season. Who you to thank on that number 5 machine for a good run?
Yeah, I give a shout out to Tanner there. I'm in Louisville actually, so not too far away.
Right on.
I'd like to thank Lexington Brewing and Distilling, Arctic Coolers. I think my dad's watching the broadcast tonight, so give a shout out to him. Thanks to you guys for doing the broadcast, and thanks to the guys for letting me join this week after I missed last week. So that was pretty cool.
Well, Jeff, you put on a fantastic show. I'll be honest, that late race contact, we'll call it, it's 6 laps to go, brother. And I told Chase straight up, we showed the replay on broadcast with him watching it. Brother, I don't know if I can lift right then either. I mean, I can lift out a little bit, try to take care of him. But you're on the high side. It's all momentum up there, you know. You lift out a lot. Well, you just shot yourself in the foot, right? And it wasn't hard contact. I mean, you barely got into him, and boom, went to dynamite. He was gone. I mean,
well,
I wouldn't hold your head down about that.
If you lift there and he drives off, you ain't got many laps to catch him.
Exactly. And you had people beating on your back door already too. I mean, there was a hornet's nest right there just waiting for somebody to get stung, you know?
Either way, I turned the guy. He owes me one, man, and it's going to be interesting going forward.
I applaud you for that response, though. When you came in here and you said that, I was like, Jeff Ford is a stand-up guy. So, hell yeah to you, brother. I'm excited to see what that 5 car can do for the rest of the season. Congratulations on your win tonight. I'm sure you're going to be a contender all season. So, thank you for coming out. And, yeah, man, great win tonight.
Yep, thanks, man.
Absolutely, buddy. All right, boys, it's that time. We are going to wrap her on up for the night, get on out of here, and man, oh man, It's been a while since we got up in the booth, had this type of energy. It was a great race. I had a great time with y'all. And I want to thank Steven Johnson. I'm saying it every time. But I do want to thank Steven Johnson because he kept his word and came over here like Mark Miller, Tony Miller did. Others can't do that. Others make commitments. They don't stick to them. Part of it, I guess. But what do? You know, like they come in here and they leave because they're, I can't say it. Yeah, so I'm pretty pissed off about that. I try not to cuss on here, but it does. It pisses me off. They say they got a lot on their plate. They have no idea. No idea. But I want to thank Jason Raymond. It started with just a text today. I said to get the duo back, and he replied with a very, very excited feeling. So it made me excited, and we finished it off with a good race. So, Jason, I want to thank you. Langdon, thank you, brother. You're a natural in here, and I hope to call more races with you.
Thank you for having me, man. It's been a blast. Even though I didn't get to race tonight, I've had fun up here.
Awesome. Right on, guys. Well, we're going to close up shop for tonight. As you see there, Jeff Ward, Bright Home P1, Aiden Young with a strong P2, Chris Carroll P3, Steven Johnson's in 4th, Dale Bell, Bright Home 5th, and number 55, so that's 5-5, finish 5. Jeff Clippin 6th, Keith Taylor, the high side rider, 7th, Chase Pearson 8th, Larry Bell 9th, EJ Marshall had a fast hot rod. That dude was a rocket ship, and we saw what happened. Kind of got a little bit of carnage. Jeffrey Miller's in P11. Then Mark Miller's in P12 with no relation to Jeffrey. Chris Clark 13. Zach Coyer's 14. Jason Raymond was in the booth with me. Your last two, they're no. All right. Thank you, boys and girls, for tuning in. Tammy Raymond, glad to see you. Hope your day went good. Hope you got a fantastic night, cutie. Brian Zimmerman, I hope you're enjoying the ocean down there at Ocean Towers. Wish I was there with you. But until next time, it's been myself, Stephen Langdon, and Jason Ramon in the booth. But you know what time it is. Time. Whoa.